what's up? This is Chris Williams with Virtue Paintball. We are here at the 2008 World Cup. I'm going to give you a tour of our booth, some of the new products that we got, some of the new technology that we got. So come on in, let me show you around. A couple of things we're doing here at Virtue. We've got some new apparel lines. And we introduced this actually last year for the store. A really low priced but high quality t-shirt. You go into a lot of stores and they're like 20 bucks for a shirt. So we set these up. We got $13 price tags on all of our shirts, so stores can actually sell a lot of shirts. Player can buy them cheap, and these are player-oriented shirts. So this is the Ollie Lang shirt. You know, we've got them in a couple colors. We got a Johnny Perchak shirt. If you guys know Johnny, we did a bunch of shirts. So the player shirts we got here, and then over here we started a new thing for paintball. If you follow like the fight scene, you know, we've got Affliction, these high-end T-shirts with a lot of embellishments, fancy stuff going on. We've got $32 shirts. So if you want to have like the club shirt that looks nice, no, not really paintball related, but it's a cool paintball company, you know, we've done this stuff. So if you come in close, you know, we put like a bunch of distressing into the sleeve. You know, it's all washed, garment washed, labels. We even have it's like a nail head called. This is really like high-end fashion stuff, but some of the stores are really excited because they actually get to, you know, carry some high-end stuff, but it's not as, you know, ridiculously priced as an Affliction shirt. All right, come in. I'm going to show you now into our boards.
So what do you even like to get you?
The big thing that we're doing here at World Cup is we've launched our new OLED board. It's the new platform for the Virtue series. So here is the OLED shocker board. Never before has anyone put an OLED screen into a shocker. So it's actually got an OLED screen. It's an organic light emitting diode. We call it the Virtue OLED board. And I'm going to give you a little run through on what we did. With the board, there's been lots of screens and guns before. Intimidator had one, Angel had one. We figured, well, we don't just want to put a screen in the gun. We want to make the gun perform better, and we want to make you perform better. So the board makes the gun do better, and the board makes you play better. And the way we did that is we set up drill modes. At any time when this gun is on, I'm going to shut the eyes off so we can shoot it real quick. Anytime the gun is on, you tap the power button, a single tap, and you have drills. That's the laning drill. We've got a gun up drill. We've got a reload practice drill, a reload monitoring drill. There's a front player drill. There's an Oliver Lang 3-shot snapshot drill. There's a Russian Legion 50-shot run and shoot drill. And there's a 30-second team breakout drill. And you have all these drills built into the gun to help you train and play better. That's in addition to the cool modes, the adjustability, and the performance benefits. So let me show you real quick like the laning drill. The way this works is you double tap that button. The gun's going to beep. You're going to get ready. You're going to post up on the net, like on the break, gun on the net. Once you hear the gun beep again, randomly in 5 to 9 seconds, you spin, you shoot 10 shots, the gun beeps again, and you look at your score. Okay, so that took me 2.18 seconds to do that laning drill. You know, can I do it faster? Can I work at it? So you double tap it again, you go through the drill again. Come over here and I'll show you some of the scores. What we've been doing here is this is our scoreboard. We've been taking we got the pros over here, a lot of the pro guys that use Virtue boards, and we had a bunch of you know, just guys that walk in trying to beat them. So like first, you know, Mike Carthy from Damage, he came in, he got 1.13 seconds. That's to get your gun on the net, turn and spin, and fire 10 shots. You know, going down the line, you know, Mr. U, 1.78. We had some Russians come in, Malloy, he was really fast. Malloy, he got 1.06. You know, as we kept doing it, people kept practicing. They were getting faster and faster. Oliver Lang, he got 0.35. 0.35. Spin, shoot, 0.35. You know, and you're working on that. You're working on that muscle memory. What this whole board's about is you're spinning, you're shooting fast. Now there's a snapshot drill, and that one's set up where you post in your bunker, the gun beeps, tells you to go, you come out and you fire a ball and you get back in. And you do that 3 times and it gives you your score. There's a run and shoot drill where you're doing 50 shots while you're running and shooting. There's a reload drill where you practice pulling a pod, reloading, looking at how long it's taking you. So what we set up with this board is to really make you perform better. Let me show you some of the other things now. This is a really neat feature that's never been done on a board before. You can see, I'll shut it off and turn it back on so you can get a look at it. The battery gauge is on the left there, and to the right of that, that's called our lubrication monitor. It's a lube monitor. We track bolt cycles in this gun with the eyes to know that, you know, it's time to lube your gun. So after about 9,000 bolt cycles, you know, the gun's going to say lube me. You'll get a little screen here that says lube me. You lube the gun, and you're going through it, you reset the monitor and start over, just like keeping track of mileage on your car. So, you know, the gun will tell you when it's time to maintain it. The gun tells you, you know, how you can play better when you're playing and practicing, and then the board works better for, you know, going out and playing on the field. I'll walk you through the actual programming of it real quick. Just like all Virtue boards, it's set up the same way. I'll turn it off so we can get to see. You hold the trigger in, turn the gun on. Now it's in programming mode. So here's all your settings over here on the right, on the left. So this is your rate of fire. You want to adjust your rate of fire? Hold the trigger in. You can start adjusting it. By the 10th BPS, all the way up. And if you want to go backwards, you hold the button in. So that's down to 8. So let's put it up to 13.3. 13 point. Oops, I went too far. Use the power button to go backwards. And there you go. It sets. And then if you want to go and change your firing mode, change your firing mode. You can scroll through all the different firing modes that are there. I'll put it in Millennium mode. Another thing you can do, we added a new feature. This is a very technical thing that's never been done on a board before. There's just standard debounce settings, which is again adjustable to the 10th millisecond. You can adjust that all the way down. But we have a new feature that's called adjustable trigger sensitivity. That's this next one. And the way this works is, since we have a faster processor in the board, while the gun is shooting fast, we actually can increase the scans per second of the trigger. And you can adjust how fast it's actually scanned. You can adjust the trigger logic. So you hold in the trigger, and we've just got 4 different settings. There's medium, high, highest, off, and low. Off, low, medium, high, highest. I guess there's 5 settings. But this adds sensitivity during high rates of fire. So it's not adding shots like a ramp gun. But if you were to go and put your gun in debounce 1, say you put it in debounce 1, you pull the trigger, it's going to be shooting crazy. But you put it in you adjust the trigger sensitivity, and that makes it so that the sensitiveness only kicks in when you're shooting fast. It's not ramping, it's not adding shots, it's actually adding sensitivity. So based on the trigger settings, based on the way you have your pull set up, it's going to be more responsive the faster you shoot. Let's see. This board also has some other features that I didn't get into. There's a 2-way RF communication with the hopper. We've got the Halo board coming out, works in the Halo and the Magnum. We've also got a micro board that goes in the Velocity. You've got a normal Velocity chip that you plug in. Well, instead of a chip, we actually plug in a whole other board. We plug a board into your Velocity board. And with that, you can add an RF module that can have 2-way communication with the gun. So when you put your gun into PSP mode, the hopper is going to know it. It's going to adjust the sensitivity. It's going to adjust the tension on the stack. It's going to adjust the target feed rate. So it's actually going to sync up with your gun. And it's not just like you pull the trigger and it spins. The hopper knows what the gun's set to. We're going to have remote radio frequency screens. So you can have a screen on your hopper. You can have a screen on your wrist. Different wireless screens that you can look at all the different settings of your gun and make changes to. It's going to be very, very cool technology we've got coming here in the next few years. Well, actually the next few months. The OLED line is the line that we're sticking with the next few years. We've got a lot of updates and additions we're adding to it. You'll be able to download software updates from your computer. We'll have it configured on the website so you can go, select different options that you want, download them, put it in the gun, download it on your own. There's a lot of really cool stuff here. So thank you for your time. You can check us out at virtuepaintball.com or go to your favorite pro shop. Pretty much all the stores carry Virtue products. So go to your favorite store, go to your favorite website, check us out. Thanks.